Hi, it's Ingrid, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're starting today's video in my bed instead of in front of my bookshelves. Because I want to. Who cares? I do, but like, whatever. Today, I'm doing something exciting, but also very stressful. I'm gonna attempt to read the Hunger Games trilogy. Today is June 7th. All of the movies gets taken off of Netflix on June 11th. So if I want to watch them, I'm going to read the books first. And I don't have a lot of time. So we're going to try our best to read all of the books and watch all of the movies before they get taken off on June 11th. Don't know how that's going to work. I've never read the books before. I have seen parts of one of the movies, I think, on TV, but I've never like actually sat down to watch them. I've just seen, like, walked into the living room while it's been on. So I don't really know much about it. I know that there's a game that's being like live streamed where you either have to kill people or get killed. Like, that's sort of the thing, I think. I know it's very popular. I've seen a lot of edits and people talk about this, so it's time for me to be a part of this. Last summer, after my first ever exam, I got an A. My mother bought me these 3 as like a gift for getting an A on my first exam. But I didn't read them. But I'm going to now. We're just gonna get started. It's pretty late in the day. It's 6. So we're gonna do our best. Try to read a lot today. They're all pretty much the same length. Book 1 and 2 is like right above 450 pages. Book 2 is like 470. But the text is pretty big. So it's fine. I think watching the movies is the biggest problem. But I don't know if I want to read like all 3 books, then watch the movies, or if I want to like read a book, watch a movie, read the next. I think that's the smartest. And this will most likely include some spoilers, because most people have read or watched the movies, so... And I want to give you all of my thoughts. I want to, after every book, tell you what characters I like, what characters I don't like, and do the same in the movies. Like, do I feel the same about the books as the movies? We'll see. So I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna try to start the Hunger Games, and hopefully I love it. Let's go. My camera died, so I'm filming on my phone. I just finished chapter 1. I've been introduced to Katniss, and technically her sister and her mom has been mentioned. And Gale, which is a name I've heard. Katniss and Gale are names I've heard before, because I've heard people talk about the Hunger Games. Right now, Prim, the sister, has been chosen for the Hunger Games. But I don't think she's the one who's going to be competing, so I'm interested to figure out like how this is going to work. Because I think Katniss is the one who's going to be competing in the Hunger Games. But yeah, so far, the beginning is reminding me a bit of ACOTAR, like the beginning of ACOTAR. And also I can see the powerless thing. Obviously I haven't gotten into the actual Hunger Games yet. But like the, daughter having to take care of her family, going out hunting, trying to get food, but it's illegal. Like, it's giving ACOTAR and powerless, like the beginning. I don't know about the rest of the books yet, because obviously I haven't read it yet. But I'm gonna continue for a while and hope that I get a lot of reading done today. More updates. I'm now on page 224. Peeta's confession shocked me. Like, I was expecting him to have some sort of feelings for her, but it really surprised me. And then when I saw the part 2, I was very happy, because I feel so accomplished when I finish a part, so I love when a book is split into parts. So far with the characters, I really loved Peeta up until the actual game began. I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking he has a reason for acting the way he is, but since I don't know what it is yet, I just think he's annoying. Haymitch can die. He probably has something going up there as well. But since I don't know it, he's just annoying. Because, like, why are you hating her? And, Katniss, I love her, but I also find her a little bit annoying. So that's really all my thoughts so far. I'm loving the book, though. I'm really enjoying it. It's very easy to read. I've been putting it off for a while because I just thought it would take more brain power, but it's actually very simple. And I'm liking it. So I'm going to continue reading for a while. I would like to finish it today, but I don't know if I'm going to. Because, I don't know. But it would make things easier. I don't know why, but all of the updates have been on my phone so far. And I'm continuing because it's easier. Right now, Rue and Katniss have decided to be allies. I have a feeling that Rue is either going to die or betray her. There's like nothing else possible. One of those are gonna happen. I want her to team up with Peeta because he saved her. I knew there was something more going on. But now, why can't you just meet up and do this together? I'm tired of the waiting. I've been lied to. The whole reason I was filming this video right now was because The Hunger Games gets taken off of Netflix today. It's the 11th. I haven't read much. I just don't do well under pressure like that, because now that I have to read it, I don't want to read it. And honestly, before starting this video, I didn't really want to read The Hunger Games yet, but I just did it because of the movies gets taken off. And I googled it, and you know when you go on and search and it shows you like where you can see it, and I press on it. With the Netflix and Viaplay, there's a subscription. You can see it, obviously there's a subscription, but you can watch it if you have the subscription. The other ones, you have to pay. TV2 Play, I am pretty sure that's a Norwegian thing. But we have a subscription, but they also do like rent and buy movies. And it says here that you have to pay to watch it, but I just opened the app and I searched the movie and you can watch it for free. So I've been lied to. The only reason I was doing this was because I didn't have that opportunity to watch the movies for free. So now there's no pressure for me anymore, which means that I can just enjoy the book and not force myself through it. But like, I started rearranging my room because not really much, but I needed to get my desk in, and then I had to like take out a shelf, and that meant like having to reorganize a lot of my stuff. And then today I've been watching NCIS all day while doing things, so I just haven't had much time to read. And then with the pressure of having to read because of the deadline of the movie, I just didn't want to, but now I can just relax and enjoy it because I'm enjoying the book. But as I'm reading, I'm just thinking like I have to get through this, but I don't have to do that anymore because it's free on a different platform, which is great. Because I was gonna like maybe just stop the video and not post it, but now I can do it. So I just had to say that. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I can watch it, which means that I can continue the video. I've gotten to a part, I'm on part 3, but I've been like confused because I didn't think Peeta would die in this, and I knew Katniss wouldn't either, but now I get it. Now it makes sense because I'm trying to figure out how are they gonna make that work. And now they revealed the rule change, so it makes sense. So I decided to pick up The Hunger Games again. I actually started filming another video, but that book didn't want to read it. So my plan right now is to just read this book until I have to go down for dinner. Hopefully I can finish it before that. If not, I don't really care. I'm just gonna take it slow and I'm not gonna pressure myself into anything because I'm in a reading slump and the life slump and I'm just not doing great and I need to charge my battery. But I'll try to read as much as possible of this today. Been a while. I finished The Hunger Games on June 14th. It's now August 25th. And I'm about to start The Hunger Games Catching Fire, second book. It's been a long time. Sorry, didn't mean to. Commitment is hard for me. I'm trying to get better. Doesn't matter. This is the next book I'm gonna read. I'm still in a bit of a reading slump. Just posted my getting out of a slump video. It wasn't really that successful. It was a little bit. I'm not as bad as I was in like July. But I don't really know what to say about this book without spoiling the end of the first book. So if you don't want to know anything about that, then maybe you shouldn't watch, because this book, if I were to talk about this book, it's going to spoil who won the Hunger Games in the last book. So watch at your own risk. I'm gonna continue talking about this. I'm not gonna give like... Wait, did I do a spoiler book? Maybe it was spoilers in this. I need to figure that out, because if there's no way I can talk about this without spoiling. Imported the footage to my phone. I'm gonna figure that out first. So this is in fact a vlog with spoilers. So right now I'm just gonna read the back of this, because I don't know how to explain it, because obviously I haven't read it yet. But we're gonna read the back and then we're gonna get into reading. So here it says: Katniss Everdeen survived the Hunger Games. Now the Capitol wants revenge. Against all odds, Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark are still alive. Katniss should be relieved, but now there are whispers of a rebellion against the Capitol. A rebellion that Katniss and Peeta may have helped create. As the nation watches Katniss and Peeta, the stakes are higher than ever. One false move and the consequences will be unimaginable. Let's get to reading. I've read for a while. I'm on chapter 7, page 110. I'm enjoying it. I like that we started basically in the middle of something. There's no build-up. There's obviously a little bit, but we're pretty much into the story and something has definitely happened. Multiple things have happened and I'm very intrigued. I realized like a second ago that I never actually gave you a review of the first book. I think I ended up rating that one 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It's not like my favorite book ever, but I really did enjoy it. It's a very quick, easy read. The font is big, which I love, but I'm trying to not judge the book off of that. But it didn't like take me a lot of brain power to get through, which I liked. It felt very easy. We were learning as we were going along in the story, which is my favorite way to read fantasy, sci-fi, dystopian, those types of things. And this is like a dystopian series. I kind of like the characters in that one. I think I wasn't expecting to love Katniss as much as I did, and I absolutely love Peeta. Don't know what exactly to say. The ending of that book caught me off guard, and as you could see in the clip of me finishing the book, it really caught me off guard. But now we're on to this one. The relationship between Peeta and Katniss have improved a little bit. I was a little upset in the beginning of this book because a lot of time had gone by from the first book and this. Like, we're now at the midway point between the game that they participated in and the next game, and they're going on this tour around the districts. Whatever happened in, was it District 11 or Rouge District? Crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Should I expect it? Yes, probably. I feel like President Snow is very unpredictable. I hate him. Like, he's a really bad guy, but he's an interesting character, and I can appreciate when a villain is made in a way that I love him as a villain, but I hate him. Just really doing the job well. Because obviously I don't love him as a person. If you ask me who's my favorite character, I really enjoy President Snow. But not because he's a good character, but because he plays the villain role really well. And I think it's interesting to see, especially his interactions with Katniss. I think that's fun, and I was really intrigued by that, so I'm hoping to see more of it. And I can't wait to see the movie. I want to watch this scene that I'm thinking of right now. Both scenes actually with interactions with him. The one in Katniss's house and the one at the district, Rouge District, District 11. On that stage, that little head shake, I need to see that come to life. Right now, I think I'm gonna continue reading. I won't... Well, what I usually do is I film myself reading, do a little time lapse of that, then I do a clip of me talking about my opinions, then I film another clip of me reading, and then I talk and I do like back and forth. But it's just really annoying for me to edit, and I have to find music and all of that for all of the reading clips. So from now on, for a little bit, I'm gonna just come in with my thoughts every now and then. So it's gonna be a bit of talking. So if you find that annoying, sorry. But like, the whole point of reading books is to give you my thoughts. So I'm gonna try my best to give you thoughts as often as possible. I don't know how much I'm gonna read today because it's 11:10 right now. I need to go to bed. I have things to do tomorrow. But I'm gonna try my best to read as much as possible. And I'm really excited. I'm enjoying this. I've been in a slump and I've been putting this book off for a long time, really. I stopped filming this video in the middle of June. But then I read other books. But now, for the past like 4 or 5 days, no wait, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yes, 5 days? Great at math. But for the past 5 days I've been putting this book off and I haven't read anything. Just the thought of picking up a book has made me want to like scream or punch my wall into a head. No. Slam my head into the wall. Like, I couldn't bother to pick up a book. It was just, I was dreading it. But now that I've actually started reading, I'm having so much fun. Because I think these books are written so well. Like, it's so easy to read, and I love that. Like, it is YA, so it's probably part of the reason, but it just goes by so quickly. I can feel like I'm reading 10 pages and I've read 50, so I'm enjoying it. But I'm going to stop talking now because I've been talking for too long, and I'll update you when I have more thoughts. Let's go. I really hate Gale. It kind of reminds me of Mal from Shadow and Bone. They're both like useless and annoying, and I just don't like them. What's happening right now, I don't really understand. And I don't want to feel bad for Gale because of the way he just reacted, but right now I'm very confused. And why did Peeta understand? And why are they blaming Katniss for things? Like, do you want to get him killed? Explain it to her then. I'm 140 pages in and I'm kind of bored. Like, this much of the book is read, and like things have happened, but it's like nothing have really happened. I need more action, I need something to happen, I need to be interested, and right now I'm just bored and I don't really want to read the book. But I also want to just finish the book because I've had it on my desk for so long. Like, when did I start it? I don't remember, but I'm over it by now. I just need it to be done. So I finished this Catching Fire at like 2 AM. The ending of this book, oh my god. That last line, I think I filmed the clip. But I was shocked because I've seen it before. It might have been in an edit or something like that, because I'm just so confused. I forgot about it completely. Because most of the things in these books I didn't know anything about. So I don't know what to think about that. Like, I don't know, has like everything been a lie? Or is it just that it's been destroyed? Like, it's not anymore. I need to figure that out. This book, the first half was really boring to me, so I don't really know how to rate it. Because after reading everything I read yesterday, like I read 250 maybe pages yesterday, and all of that, I really enjoyed. I had fun. But everything before that, I was bored. I didn't really care. Like, the first time I was like really interested was when they were watching Haymitch's games, because I really enjoyed that. I think everything that happens during the games I find interesting. When we're not in the games, I don't really care. So it was fun to see that, because now I'm very excited for that book. I don't remember the title of it, but it's coming about Haymitch's games. Very excited. I think it's coming out next year, and I can't wait to read it, because Haymitch is definitely my favorite character. I think my character ranking, we're gonna get into that eventually. We're gonna talk about this book first. So I was thinking maybe 3 stars, possibly 4. But since like the first half I was just extremely bored, and I feel like I didn't really care about anything that was happening. It was dragging out everything and it just didn't matter. Like, I think it's needed, but like I didn't enjoy it. I think the writing of these books are very good. Obviously it's a YA story and you can see that in the writing, I think. But I really enjoy the easiness of the storytelling. I don't really have to think much, and I can just sit there and get through a lot of pages in a short amount of time, and I love books that are like easy to read. And I know that it's a YA, so it's supposed to be that way, but I still think Suzanne Collins does a very good job at that, because there are books, like even if they are YA, it's just the writing makes it harder. But this one is just very easy. Obviously the font is bigger, so that helps, but I think the writing is really good. I like this. Does this count as fantasy? I don't know, it's like a sci-fi dystopian, I don't know. I think it fits into the fantasy genre. I feel like it's usually like different POVs or third person in fantasy. This one we follow the whole story from Katniss's point of view, and I really enjoy that, and seeing like all of her thoughts and her actions and seeing how she feels about the different people. I think that's very fun. In the first book I liked Katniss more, I think. Towards the end of the book I was shocked then too. Like, I think Suzanne Collins does a good job at cliffhangers and putting shocking things into the end of the books. This one obviously more, but I think it was good either way. So I think I'm ending on maybe a 3.5 rating on Catching Fire. Still really enjoyed it, and I think, I don't know, it's so hard to rate because I want to get into the next book right now. Like, I need to know what happens. So I might film part 2 to this reading vlog right after. That was not my plan, but I might have to, because that next book, calling my name. But we're gonna get into the movies soon. I'm gonna watch the first 2 movies today or tomorrow, but we're gonna talk about the characters. In the first book, I think my favorite characters were maybe Peeta and Haymitch. Haymitch can die. In that order: Peeta, Haymitch, Katniss. In this book, I think my order of favorite characters are Haymitch, Finnick, Peeta. So I'm wondering how that's going to change in the movies. I have a feeling I'm going to be biased, and I'm going to look at the actors and see like, oh, I like this person because of this actor. I'm going to try not to do that. But if I find a person attractive, there's a chance that I'm going to like that character more. I'm going to try to stay away from that and focus only on the characters. So I'm hoping to maybe watch at least one movie tonight. Not yet, but maybe before I go to bed I can put on a movie and then watch the other one tomorrow. Don't really know. But now that the first 2 books are read, I'll say bye for now, and we're gonna get into the movies when I watch them. I'll try to give as many updates as possible during the movie, like what I think, both of the adaptation, like compared to the book, but also just my overall thoughts on the movie and the characters and the story and all of that. So I'll see you when I watch the first Hunger Games movie.